10 monstrously strong clone fragrances. With all there is to choose from on the market now, you might find clones of just about anything, but not all of them are good, and all of them are definitely not strong. So in this list, I've got 10 that are absolutely good and that are some of the strongest clone fragrances that I have. Also, I'm giving away a full unopened bottle of one of the very best, strongest in the video. So stay tuned, we're gonna get into this. Before we begin, remember to give the video a like if you like it and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this monstrous list. All right, well, first up, I've got one that is pretty new. It is a freshie, but it's got some weight, some heft to it. I'm talking about this one from Latafa Art of Universe, from Latafa Pride, actually. Supposed to be an alternative to Blue Talisman from Ex Nihilo. Now, I've never smelled Blue Talisman, but I can tell you that this one is a sweet citrus, kind of a tart, bright, sweet citrus with a warm amber note. There's also a good bit of musk, but that amber gives it something unique. And so it's not your typical freshie, definitely got a lot more body, and it is very strong and very long lasting. It's one that may not come off after a shower even. Again, I'm talking about Art of Universe, one of my favorite new freshies. Next up, we've got one that's kind of polar opposite as far as the style of fragrance goes. This one is from Paris Corner. It is called Veteran Oud, and this one is an alternative to Stronger With You Oud by Armani, of course, and this one is a warm, sweet, somewhat spicy, vanilla and chestnut kind of a fragrance, but with a little bit of oud, and I would say a little bit more leather. Strong similarities with this one and the one that it is emulating to Stronger With You leather. This one, they just add a little bit of oud, they roll back the leather a little bit, and there is just that strong, powerful Stronger With You DNA in there. It's actually really good and very long lasting, but you have to like a leather note. The oud is very unoffensive and honestly is not the dominant player. I would say the sweetness and the leather is probably dominant with a great beginner oud added in there. So again, from Paris Corner, this is Paris Corner's Pandora Scents line. This is Veteran Oud. Next up, we'll go with another one that is a freshie, very fresh, very bright. I'm talking about this one from Fragrance World. This is Arsh Extrate, and this is a bright and green citrus fragrance. There is actually a little bit of an almond note in here, although it's not something that I really pick up because this one is, believe it or not, an alternative to one of the L'Homme Ideal fragrances from Guerlain, but specifically it's from Platine Privé, which was the freshie in the line. I think there was a couple freshies, but this one was one that is discontinued now, but whenever it came out, it's like so different from the majority of the line that it barely even fits as a flanker. But anyway, this one is going to give you a little bit of similarity to something like Sospiro Vibrato or even less so Bulgari Tigar, but it's that kind of a fragrance. You know, it's got a lot of strength. It will last a very long time. There's a little bit of a woodiness, but a bunch of just bright, happy, sweet citrus with some green aromatic notes. And it's a very good performer. To be a freshie, it's a very good performer, probably because it is an extrait. And I'll tell you, this one being a very high quality release from Fragrance World is the one that I'm giving away. So I've got a brand new unopened bottle here from French Avenue. They've got great presentations on so many of these Middle Eastern fragrances. All you have to do to enter is be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Then like the video and comment. As long as you're subscribed and you like and comment, you will be entered to win. And in about 7 to 10 days, I will post on my community tab who the winner is, and then you'll just email me and I'll confirm who you are and you'll win. I will not message you down below in the comments and say, hey, send me money for shipping or any other exchange of money. If someone does that, they're a scammer. Even if they have the same icon as my channel, they're a scammer. I will announce you in the community tab, and then you'll email me and I'll get your info and I'll ship it out to you. So if you want to win, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and this bottle of Arsh Extrate could be yours. Next up, one that is quite sweet, and so it's not a freshie, although there are some, strangely light and airy elements to this fragrance, but also a lot of sweetness. I'm talking about this one from Paris Corner called Care Pistachio. And this one is a K. Ali Yum Pistachio alternative. And this fragrance actually got a good bit of hype when it came out because it's just this mouth-watering kind of gourmand, fruity fragrance with a lot of sweetness, and a lot of guys would find it too sweet and find it feminine because of that. But if you like gourmand fragrances, this one's a little bit different with that pistachio note. I think there's also a pear note, there's a cotton candy note, there's a whipped cream note. So a lot of sweet elements, but that little bit of a fruitiness and maybe even something about the quality of the whipped cream note. There is a little bit of lightness and airiness to this one, so that I actually really enjoyed wearing it last spring. And so I wouldn't be wearing it in probably 80 degrees or higher, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, but spring, fall, winter, this one is excellent and very long lasting as well. First couple hours it projects very well. Again, this is Care Pistachio from Paris Corner. This next one is also a blend of kind of some sweeter winter-ish elements and some fresher elements. I'm talking about this one from Mixology Two Kings. Now, I didn't know if I would like this one or not. I mean, I knew I would like it, but I didn't know if it'd be something I would feature a lot because I had a fragrance like this several years back that I absolutely loved. This fragrance, Two Kings, is a blend of Creed Aventus and BR540. And I absolutely loved the one that I had originally, but my fragrance tastes have matured, honestly, in the past 4 or 5 years, and I didn't know if this is still something that I would love, but it turns out I still love it. I've probably worn it 5 times in the past week. I usually wear more than one fragrance throughout the course of a day. It is incredible. It has my favorite parts of Aventus, kind of the bright and sweet, fruity, somewhat woody elements, and it's got a good bit of the texture, and I think it's maybe possibly BR540 Extrate that they use, because some of the elements that are a little weightier, darker, seem to be coming from the BR540 half. But this fragrance is fantastic. It lasts a very long time. There's several different brands that do an Aventus BR540 mix, and I would imagine all of them perform well because the other one that I had did as well. They perform very well. And so this one, again, it doesn't quite smell like Aventus, doesn't quite smell like BR540, but it smells awesome. I mean, it is so very good. And if you spray a good Aventus dupe and a good BR540 dupe on you, you're not going to get the same effect that you get from something like this. So if it sounds interesting, check it out. They do have small bottles of these that are very inexpensive, like 15 bucks. Maybe you could get one and try it. But again, from Mixology Two Kings, really enjoying this stuff. All right, next up, from a line that is just powerful. I'm talking about the Dumont Nitro line. This one's probably still my favorite, although I really like almost every single one of them. This is Nitro White. This has got a good dose of Nitro Red, but then it's got some geranium, kind of fresh, spicy, warm, spicy notes, and it's got a good bit of vanillic sweetness added in there. I will tell you, I thought about putting Nitro Red in here as well because I gave my bottle of Nitro Red to my son I've got other versions of Nitro Red now, and my son's been wearing it a lot, and every time he wears it, I think, man, I love that fragrance. I actually like it a lot better on him than on me, because on me, it just smelled different. You know, a lot of factors go into that. But on him, Nitro Red actually smells probably 80% similar to Nitro White. But anyway, all that being said, Nitro Red, Nitro White, Nitro Red Intensely, as well as even Nitro Blue and the Aventus Dupes Black and Black Intense, they are all powerful and long-lasting and very inexpensive for the quality and the performance you get. But this one's my favorite because I like sweeter fragrances. It is killer. Nitro White from Dumont. I've actually given away a bottle of this to a friend who absolutely loves it. Next up, I think this is probably one of the best cologne releases of the past several years. I've probably used half of my bottle now. It was very expensive when it came out, but it's actually very affordable now. I'm talking about Armoff Club de Nuit Pré-Show 1. I paid some ridiculous like $70 price tag or something for mine. I don't think it's worth that, but if you can get it for around $50, $55, this is phenomenal. It is an alternative to Creed Absolute Aventus, but it's got a caramel pear note added in that I think it doesn't change it too much, but it changes it just in the right way that it makes me absolutely love this fragrance and definitely prefer it over the one that it's cloning. This stuff is nuclear strong. 3-4 sprays will last you all day long. It projects heavily, and this is one of my most complimented fragrances of all time. Over the past year that I got it, it has absolutely been my most complimented fragrance. People love it. I love it. My wife loves it. This stuff is awesome. Armoff Pré-Show 1. Club de Nuit Pré-Show 1. And next up, one that is kind of a freshie, but it's powerful, it's sweet, and it's got some elements that are much more leaning towards warmer fragrances for fall and winter, or I should say thicker, heavier fragrances. But I'm really enjoying this one. This is Kalage Fersan White, and it is an alternative to Matier's Vanilla Powder, and it is a vanilla powdery fragrance, but it's got some heliotrope, which often smells like almond, and it does in this one, and it's got a powerful coconut note. So vanilla, almond, and coconut is what you get with this one, but it doesn't smell like some other fragrances that have very similar notes. It doesn't smell much like Pegasus from Parfums de Marly, because it's a lot sweeter and it has coconut. It doesn't even smell quite like BDK, Velvet Tonka, or the Dupes Swiss Arabian Oud Tonka. It's got very similar notes to that one. This one is just sweeter. Again, it's got that coconut note. It's kind of its own thing. I will tell you, it lasts 12 hours. Even after a shower, you can still smell it on you. This one does have a little bit of a synthetic vibe, and that's not uncommon for a clone. It's not even uncommon for some designer fragrances. I would imagine the original is higher quality than this one. I have not done side by side, but regardless of that, I have worn this constantly since I got it. You have to like sweet fragrances. Obviously, you have to like vanilla and coconut and almond. This stuff rocks. This is Kalage Fersan White. This next one that is monstrously strong is a twist on a DNA that I don't love by itself. I'm talking about Xerjoff Herba Pura. This one takes a DNA like that, but I would say it probably amplifies the aromatics a little bit and even rolls back some of the syrupy sweetness, and then it blends together some of the transparent, woody kind of texture from BR540. I'm talking about Barouge Mysterious. This fragrance, I just can't explain the impact that it has. It's one of those fragrances that the first time I smelled it, I literally said, wow, actually out loud. It has this incredible, powerful sweetness mixing with powerful aromatics and a texture and a quality that is very impressive. And again, very strong projection, very long lasting. Again, not really liking Herba Pura. I can't explain why I like this one so much. It doesn't really make sense, but I've seen a couple other guys that I watch on YouTube say the same thing about this fragrance. So if Herba Pura is too feminine for you like it is for me, but you want to try something different, You will be impressed and surprised with this one. I'm talking about Barouge Mysterious. I really, really like this, even though it's a dupe of something that I don't really like at all. And finally, one that I've talked about a lot on the channel, although I haven't probably for the past, I don't know, several months. One of my favorite releases from Latafa ever. This is Latafa Pride Artisan Ethnique, and this one is an alternative to Sugar Addict. It is one of the most impressive, spicy gourmand fragrances that I have ever smelled. It has this vanilla note as well as some caramely sweetness. You've got powerful aromatic fresh spicy notes and powerful warm spicy notes. It's sort of like a sweet gourmand, woody, spicy, aromatic fragrance. I don't think it has a leather note, but it has that vibe like it would have a little bit of leather or oud or something, giving it a little bit of a deeper, richer kind of a feel. It is absolutely fantastic. Again, this is Artisan Ethnique. So that has been 10 monster strong clone fragrances. Let me know what are your favorites down below. Remember the giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe, comment, and like the video to be entered, and in 7 to 10 days I'll post the winner in the community tab. Remember to give the video a like and subscribe. I'm Justin. This is SILLAGESCENTS.